Hi, I'm Todd.
And I'm Victoria.
And welcome back to our channel.
Today we're going to be making something for you that's really special for us.
It really is. It's one of my mom's apple cakes. It's the Apple Dapple cake.
Oh.
It was a crowd pleaser.
This one's really good. She had a couple different apple cakes that she made, but this one was definitely my favorite. Do you know why?
No, why?
Because it had like a caramely,
yeah,
nutty,
so
lumptious sauce that goes on top. I mean, who doesn't love caramel?
Yeah, and it's served hot, the sauce over the cake, so
good.
It's delicious.
It's like a cake and a sticky bun all in one with apples. It's good.
You're making my mouth water. We haven't cooked it yet.
Well, I guess we should show how we make it then, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so to start with, we're going to put our wet ingredients in. We're going to put our eggs. We're going to add those to our mixer. And then we'll add our oil. And then I'm just going to give this a spin, and then we'll add the sugar right afterwards. All right, so we're going to just mix up the oil, the eggs, and the vanilla. Give that a good spin. And then once they're mixed a little, we're going to add our sugar. So let's start adding that in now. Get that all in there. And this batter is going to be a thick batter. Let's put that a little bit. There we go, it's looking good. And once that's mixed in really well, then we can start adding our dry ingredients. So we can add our flour and our soda in, baking soda. Just add a little at a time. Looking good. Now we're going to add our salt. And then our cinnamon and nutmeg.
It already smells so good.
Right, how could I not with those ingredients? Alright, let's... Ooh, that does smell really, really good.
Isn't it? The nutmeg and the cinnamon. Yum.
So we're going to let that mix a little, then I'm going to scrape down the sides and make sure everything's mixed in nice and evenly before we add the apples and the walnuts in.
Want to make sure it's well incorporated, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so now that our batter is nicely mixed, as you can see here, we're going to add the apples and the walnuts. And we're going to mix this just by hand. So Victoria, if you want to start adding them in.
Do you want just a little bit at a time?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Give you some walnuts too while you're at it.
And the amount of the ingredients we'll put down in the recipe down at the bottom as well, or the link to it.
Oh, you're going to give me the recipe?
We will. Oh. We won't tell Graham, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
There we go.
And I'll give you the rest of the apple. It's already smelling so good.
Isn't it? So you notice that we chopped the apples, or I should say diced them, not chopped them. They're not sliced or anything like that.
No, because you want little pieces of apple.
Yeah.
And the same with the walnuts.
And the walnuts, I just did a rough chop with them after I shelled them.
Yeah, we didn't get the pre-chopped nuts.
No, these are from the tree out back, the walnuts, so.
No, it's beautiful. Almost looks like it's an equal ratio, apple and to batter, huh?
Right. Mm.
Yum.
All right, so now that we got this stirred in well, we're going to put it into our butt pan.
A bunt.
A bunt pan.
All right.
And I already greased it and floured it, so it should be ready to go.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to add it to our bunt pan. And as you can see it's really nice and thick. And Victoria's turning that for me, just so it looks
Evenly spread,
evenly spread on video. There we go.
It's a thick cake batter, as you can see.
But you won't be disappointed when it's done.
Mm-mm.
My mother, after she would make this, and we could smell it, once we had it, you know, you always want leftovers, you know? So then she would hide it on us.
Well, yeah, she was like that, wasn't she?
Yeah. But I guess with 4 boys, she wanted to make sure there was still some left for the next day. All right.
Beautiful.
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the oven at 350 for 1 hour.
Perfect.
All right, so look what just came out of the oven. Doesn't that look amazing?
It smells so good.
It looks so good.
But it's not done yet, right?
Oh no. So the little addition, or the important part of this, is now going to be the sauce.
Okay.
So let's make the sauce. We're going to have our saucepan here. We're going to use 2 sticks of butter, which I already cut up. And we're going to melt that. And then we're going to add our brown sugar. Let's just let that melt a little bit.
Yum. So you're basically making like a caramel sauce, right?
Yeah, it's a Carmel syrup.
Nice.
So it's just, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this over the cake, and then when you go to serve it as well, you give a little bit more.
Yum.
All right, so let's add some of that brown sugar in now.
Just a little, or?
You could just put it right in.
All of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, I got the wooden spoon in the way. There you go, thank you. So let's melt that together. You know it's going to be a good dessert when you have butter and brown sugar.
Mm-hmm. Can't go wrong, can you?
No. So we're just gonna mix and melt that in, and then we'll add the panna, or the cream, to it after.
Nice.
Yeah. So you can see how it's melting nicely?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just continue to let that melt?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so now that that's mixed in nicely, we're going to add the panna, or the cream. Look at that, Victoria.
Beautiful.
I know.
Smells so good.
Doesn't it? And then basically, once it's all mixed together like that, I would say it's pretty much finished.
Yum. Let it cook for just a few
Yeah.
seconds, though.
Yep.
That looking beautiful. And then we'll be topping the cake.
So now that the sauce is pretty much done, now what we do for the cake is we get a butter knife, and then you poke holes in, just like this, to make holes for the caramel sauce to sit right into the cake. Oh my word, as I'm cutting the holes in it, you can really smell it. It smells so good.
Now that the caramel sauce is done, want me to pour some over for you?
Yes, please.
All right. And how about I pour and you turn the pan?
I will do that.
So what this is going to do is it's going to get all the caramel in all of these beautiful slots and soak into the cake, huh?
Exactly. And so really what you want to do is you want to use half of the syrup that you have in the recipe to do this, and then put the other half aside to be able to serve when you cut the cake.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's looking really good.
We're almost at that halfway
I
point.
think so. Looks good, Victoria.
All right.
Let's get a little bit there. Perfect. I think that's awesome.
Okay.
All right. We'll let that sink in, and then we'll take the cake out, and we will serve it. Okay, so now that the caramel sauce is sunk into the cake a little bit, we're going to take it out of the pan. So I'm going to just flip it onto this plate. Oh, and I love that sound of heaven.
1, 2, 3. Oh, perfection. And can you get any better than that? Look at that.
Oh my word, and smell it.
So what are you eating? All right, should we get to slicing it?
Let's get slicing it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Moment of truth.
I know. Is it wrong if I hold my breath?
The crowd goes silent.
Right?
Beautiful. Just cut it off. Oh, look at that. Gooey.
Oh, look at the way the caramel sauce goes in. You see that?
Oh, yum.
That is awesome.
Perfection.
That's
but
what you want.
It's not even complete yet.
It's not.
No, because we have the best part has yet to come.
So what do you think, Victoria?
Well, I don't know. We haven't tried it yet, but I think it smells really good.
I think my mom would be proud of us.
I think so, but I'll know better once we try it.
Okay.
Should we do so?
Yeah, because
Go for it, I guess.
I want to go for the goo
I'll wait.
part. You can go on the other side.
No, this is. I want the goo.
Oh, me too.
It's all about the caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's really good.
Mm. I've got the walnut with the caramel.
Wow.
Little apple.
Now I know what we hunted this cake down when we were kids.
I think Graham would be proud.
She would be very proud.
Although I don't know, because if you made it just as good as her, she might not be happy.
True. It can never be good as the original.
No.
So.
Very, very good.
Very, very good.
So even though Graham would not be happy, we're going to share the recipe with you.
Shh, I know the secret.
So we'll share the recipe and the link for you down below, so you can click on that. And you'll notice too a link below that to our patron sponsorship. Thank you in advance for that.
Yes, thank you very much.
And we're going to continue to enjoy this delicious cake.
Oh, yes, we are.
And we'll say ciao for now.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. For our recipe, click this arrow that I have circled in red and it will bring you to a drop-down list that will have both our recipe, as you can see here, and below that a link to our patron sponsorship. If you click directly on the link here to the recipe, it will bring you right to that recipe. Enjoy! It's delicious!